Welcome to 12 to Your Health. I'm Dr. Derek De Silva. Members of the military put their lives on the line every day to protect our country. You may not realize the need for specialized medical care when it comes to our nation's heroes. Enter Dr. Peter Fish. He's an internal medicine resident physician at St. Peter's University Hospital in New Brunswick. Dr. Fish has also more than a decade of experience serving in the military. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's my pleasure to be here.
And thank you so much for protecting our country to start off.
It's an honor to do so.
What's the difference? What is the difference between medical care in the military and civilian care?
Well, in the military, obviously, soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines are exposed to a lot of things that we're not exposed to here as civilians. That's not only environmental extremes, but also insects and diseases and mechanical impacts, literally in some cases, explosions, vibrations, noises. And these can all have long-term impacts on your health.
Yeah, not only on your health, on your physical health, but probably also on your mental health.
Absolutely, and there's a lot of emphasis nowadays on looking after the mental health of service members who've returned.
Where did you serve?
I've been in Afghanistan and in Iraq.
Okay, so Afghanistan and Iraq, what are the issues? What are the health concerns there?
Well, in addition to the psychological situations that you referred to earlier and trauma, there's all of the exposures that I told you about.
Infections?
Infections, absolutely. In Iraq, there's a lot of problems with both malaria and leishmaniasis. And there's also been malaria cases coming back from Afghanistan. Afghanistan, after all, is an extremely diverse country. Some of the other issues, in Iraq, there was a lot of dust exposure, smoke exposure, and even some uranium dust exposure.
Wow.
And those are causing issues with pulmonary health for our soldiers and sailors and airmen.
Are we doing enough in this country, in your opinion, for the military folks that are coming back?
Well,
health-wise?
It depends on how you look at it. When soldiers are still being treated by the military, we're really extending a lot of care, and it's terrific. I think most of the servicemen would agree with that. And when people are deployed back to the U.S., there's a lot of services that are extended by the Veterans Administration. However, as you know, the Veterans Administration has some limited resources.
Sure.
And I think if the country can always improve.
Right. I guess we can all improve and everything. Your book, you wrote a book. Tell me about the book.
Yeah, I wrote a book about the culture of the military for medical providers. Most of the providers, about 75%, nurses, doctors, PAs, enter the military after graduate school, and they're older. So they need to learn about the language, the cultures, and the different ways to survive in the military and provide the services that are necessary.
Interesting. Hey, thank you so much for everything. Thank you for everything you've done. Good luck with your training, by the way.
Thank you very much.
And thanks so much for joining us today.
That's my pleasure.
And here's what we're working on for next week. And remember, you can catch 12 to Your Health every Saturday and Sunday at 15 minutes past the hour, starting at 6 a.m. It's time now for our Health Bite of the Week. Want to help keep your immune system strong at this time of the year? You may want to include more kiwi in your diet. According to WebMD, kiwi is considered a winter superfood. One serving, which is about 2 kiwis, has twice the vitamin C of an orange, more potassium than a banana, and the same amount of fiber as a bowl of whole grain cereal. And if you have any health questions you'd like to ask, email them to me at 12toyourhealth@news12.com or head over to my Facebook page and post your question there. Thank you so much for joining us today. Here's a look at this week's Community Health Calendar.
Hey, Pete Pat Gladstone. You're watching News 12 New Jersey. Around New Jersey, around the clock.